up. I ain't gonna be long. I ain't gonna be long. I ain't gonna be long. Salute to everybody. I'm not gonna be long. I'm gonna give my 2 cents about this Boots and Lima situation. As soon as I get out this damn garage. All right, look. Eric Jordan, salute. All right, look. I'm gonna be talking about this moving forward. First and foremost, this is no shade to Lima, but I'm gonna be frank. I watch boxing and I don't even know who this brother is. I don't know. Don't know him. He wasn't on the radar. Don't know what he was ranked. Don't know him. I don't know anything. All right. So that's my ignorance because I don't know him. So I'm not gonna undermine him. That I'm not doing. I'm not gonna undermine him either. Because it'd be fights like this that can offset everything. Fights like this can offset everything. All right. So I say this respectfully because sometimes those be the most dangerous guys. For example, nobody was really looking at Karen when Boots fought him the first time, and Karen fought scared. In the rematch, which was crazy to me, why is he rematching him? Karen fought totally different. Karen fought totally different, and he was a little more dangerous. And it was embarrassing on Boots' end. I can tell by his demeanor after the fight. It was like, wow, I didn't know I was gonna have to actually work hard in this fight, but he did. Now, with this Lima fella, again, I don't know him, and that's my ignorance for that. I don't know him, but I'm not gonna undermine him because I did a little research on him. He can cause some problems. He can cause some problems. I did a little research on him, and there were certain things that I saw that made me like say, whoa, wow, what's he? You know, we've seen stranger things happen in the sport of boxing. All right? We've seen stranger things happen. I'm not going to undermine this gentleman. What I will tell you is this. If Boots smokes him, it's expected. What's next? I'm just going to tell you what I think. I think Eddie Hearn, and there's an element of danger in this fight. Don't get it twisted. Because we all know that Eddie Hearn is a horrible matchmaker. We know that. Just check the resume. I mean, mess around. Y'all remember AJ versus Andy Ruiz? You remember that? That was Eddie Hearn's fault. And I don't want to get too deep into how horrible of a matchmaker that Eddie Hearn is, because he is. He's a horrible matchmaker. But I'm going to tell you this. Eddie knows what he's doing as it pertains to this. There's certain things that he's done. See, he's done things in the past, but what I will say is that he's learned. When I had an opportunity to ask him a question, I asked him, I said, what have you learned since working in the American market? And he didn't have time to elaborate, but I really wanted him to elaborate on that question. Eddie is not dumb by far. He's what you call, he learns, he fails forward. When you make a mistake, you're not supposed to make that mistake again. Now, I brought up Andy Ruiz and AJ for a reason. Could this be the case versus Lima, Boots and Lima? Don't know. I hope not, only because I want to see Boots in the ring with certain fighters. But I think Boots is getting lined up. Not in this Lima fight, I don't think he would sign Boots just to offset his career and get him out the way, unless he's getting him out the way with a notable name that'll push his brand. And I think that Eddie Hearn sees more value in Conor Benn. Now, I've been saying this, and now I'm going to be more out loud about it. I spoke to Stormy about this. I said, you know, it may be that Boots might be getting lined up for Conor Benn. It may be. Not quite sure yet. I hate these scooters. I promise you, I hate these. These are the scourge of the city. My God. It may be. Look at this bullshit. It may be that Eddie might be lining Boots up for Conor Benn, because I don't know what the hell Boots is doing. We all heard what Devin said by now, and it wasn't disrespectful, but he said, you know, who is this guy? You know, who is he? You know, Boots was on the list, was he not? You know, they wanted him to, and when that fight was an option, they wanted Devin to come up to 152. Devin, he just got to 147. Why would you man, shut up, nigga. Why would you want to come up to 152? Why would you make him come up to 152? What's that? What's that? Talking about? Yeah, you bet not. That's what I thought. I'm sorry. Whatever. So to me, that was a duck. I just didn't make a lot of noise about it. And salute to the chat. I see y'all. I'm just driving. That didn't make sense. I'm like, the brother just got to 47. His first fight at 47 is against a dangerous ass Brian Norman Jr. So why would you try and bring him up a few pounds to 52? Why would you do that? Boots had a lot of options. Boots could have fought a premier name by now. I don't even know why he's over there goofing around with Eddie Hearn. I don't understand it. But that's a whole nother topic. But over there with Eddie Hearn, we get Karen twice, and now we're getting Lima. And if Lima beats him, then what we got? You know? Boots was supposed to be quote unquote next up. He's supposed to be next up. Now it's looking like he's next schmuck. It's not good, man. It's not good. But I think he's getting lined up because Conor Benn has more value than Eddie Hearn. And if Conor Benn gets in there, well, first of all, the Eubanks thing, I think that they're going to cancel each other out. The fight ain't going to look too much different. You feel me? It's not going to look too much different. Oh my God, what is this guy doing, bro? Look at this, look at this, look at this. I just said I don't like these fucking scooters, and there's a scooter in my way. Out of here, bro. And he don't know where he going. Anyway, what better way for Great Britain, for the UK to represent than to beat an undefeated upstart that's celebrated by us, because we're the ones that put him on a pedestal, right? Boots Ennis, and Conor go in there, you know, and get that off on Boots. You already know what our chat's gonna look like. You already know. They look to make statements. You understand? You understand me? So I think that Boots is getting lined up. I've been saying it, and now he got this dangerous ass fight. I'm gonna call it dangerous because anytime you're walking into the unknown, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. And I just don't like the fight selection. I don't like the fight selection at all. Beating Lima, now let's say he goes in there and styles on him. Everyone gonna say, well, she was supposed to do that anyway, right? Supposed to do that anyway. So what does this mean? Nothing. What's Bakram doing? Does Bakram have anything lined up, y'all? Asking for a friend or foe. Does Bakram have anything lined up? I don't think he does. So I'm not understanding this move, man. I want to root for Boots, but I hold fighters accountable, man. I hold fighters accountable. And none of this makes sense to me. It really doesn't. Bakram is dangerous as hell. He put the kibosh on Tim Tszyu, dominated him. And by the way, I like the fact that Tim Tszyu tried his luck against Fundora again. I can appreciate it. But nobody told Tim Tszyu to get it back in blood. You see, there we go with that statement, right? Get it back in blood. Get it back in blood. See, certain things are reserved for certain people. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, whatever. So, I don't like this fight because you're basically traveling into the unknown. So I'm going to go on record saying that this fight is dangerous for Boots. And I don't like it. But in the event that he wins, what's next? And remember, I'm saying that I really think that Boots is getting lined up for Conor Benn. He's getting lined up. He's what he's doing is I think that Eddie is getting Boots a string of wins just to get him in there with Conor Benn, and he will bring him to the UK because it'll sell more. And if that happens, I just want to be on record saying, Boots, don't drink no water out there. Bring it with when you get out there. Sneak away from your team. Get some water. Well, bring some trusted members of your team. Go buy some water out the stores. All right? Don't eat anything in the hotels. Nothing. All right? Wear a disguise or something. Send some trusted people out there to get you some cold cuts or something. Don't eat anything out there. Don't drink anything out there that they provide. You go get it yourself, man. All right? Don't budge on the drug testing. Don't do that. You got to be responsible. You got to be responsible. You absolutely have to be responsible because I don't trust anything over there. I think that Bud's getting lined up for Conor Benn, man. He's being reserved. You want to get the young, undefeated upstart that held some belts. And I think that Eddie Hearn sees more value in Conor Benn than Boots. Because I don't see Eddie Hearn smashing the gas on getting Boots in the ring with anybody over here. And there was nothing but space and opportunity. There's just things that I could say I don't understand, but in the grand scheme of things, I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? They sign people to shelve them and to move their people along. Never forget what they did to King Kong Ortiz. King Kong Ortiz was Anthony Joshua's responsibility. King Kong Ortiz was AJ's responsibility. And he signed him, because he was with Matchroom, he signed him to shelve him. Never forget that. He wasn't giving him any work. And I forget the things in between, but he ended up leaving Matchroom, and Deontay had to take care of that business for him. And the brothers got together and they made some money. And shout out to King Kong Ortiz. But never forget that. You see, they'll try and switch history. They don't even bring that up. You're welcome. They don't even bring that up. I bring that up all the time. When they start talking about Anthony Joshua and everything else, just say, yo, always remember, Anthony Joshua, yeah, King Kong Ortiz was Anthony Joshua's responsibility. Ortiz would have smoked AJ, smoked him. And he didn't even try. And that's my problem with a lot of these guys. Stop telling me what these guys could do and how they're great. Stop calling these guys great when they haven't done anything. Stop doing that, man. That term great. That's like y'all sleeping with a hooker, and after you get that nut off, you talking about, oh, I love you. You don't mean that. You just saying it in the moment. Stop, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, he's a great fighter. Oh, he's a great fighter. Oh, this guy's a great fighter. He's not great. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to have a conversation. I don't know if I'm going to do it Sunday. Make sure you like and share this video, because I'm still in I'm about to say Facebook jail. I'm still in YouTube jail for another, like, 4 days or so. I'm not going to be able to go live on my boxing channel until Tuesday and Wednesday, because of Miguel and Jerome. I got jokes for them. Y'all make sure y'all sign up to my Patreon. Sign up to my Patreon, because I got a lot to say. Because the 24 karat Elemental P mob is very real, and I've proven it. So sign up to my Patreon, because I got a lot to say. Hi Jerome, hi Miguel. They're spooning right now watching me with Lisp. Oh, he's live right now. I forgot he got 2 channels. Yeah, Spoon. It's a 2-person human centipede in their house. And it always smells like eggs. Ew. Ew. Y'all whistle while y'all walk, but your mouths be closed. So where that sound coming from? Anyway, I think Sunday, I'm gonna have a conversation about what's a dog. What's a dog in boxing? I'll give you an example. Marvin Hagler was a dog. Now watch this. I'm going to go all the way left with it. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was a dog. Drew, you just used Marvin Hagler and Floyd Mayweather in the same sentence. Yeah, they're 2 totally different fighters. Opposite styles. But prove to me that Floyd Mayweather Jr. wasn't a dog. You see, a lot of y'all remember Money May. I remember Pretty Boy. That guy was a dog. I remember Money May got punched in the face by Shane Mosley and didn't fall. And then Shane hit him again upside his head. And this was hard-hitting ass Shane Mosley. If you was confused about anything, you found out in that fight, because then he came back and started turning up on him at the end of that round. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was a dog. You see, I could differentiate the 2. I don't have to like you to be honest. Oscar De La Hoya was a dog. We clown him now and he's a weirdo and everything else, butt plugs and everything else. But in that ring, he was a dog. Oscar De La Hoya was a dog. Felix Trinidad was a dog. What's a dog in a fighter? Devin Haney is a dog. He's shown that. He's a dog. You know who I don't know whether they're a dog or not? Tank Davis. I don't know. I've seen him win. Don't ever get it confused with a fighter knocking people out and it looking like a cartoon with them being a dog. I want to see what you can take. Devin Haney's a dog. Shane Mosley's a dog. Miguel Cotto's a dog. Absolute dog. I can't say that about Boots because I don't know. I never saw him put into a blender. I never saw how he reacts when he gets hurt. I never seen these things. I would like to see it because if you're never put into the blender and you go along in your career, maybe 3 years, and you're winning and you got belts, and you wait until your defining moment, and then someone taps you, and your legs never recover. I'm like, shit. I wish I'd have seen this earlier so I can evaluate him more. So I can evaluate him more closely. Because I didn't know he didn't have a chin. Y'all remember, and salute to Michael Grant, he's friend of the Stronghouse. Michael Grant was like 6'8". He was bigger than Lennox Lewis. I think he was a little bigger than the Klitschko's. Long reach, dark-skinned brother, menacing look, great power. What happened when he got punched in the face? Now, if he hit you, more than likely you ain't make it. But what happens when you hit him? Boogie Wonderland. And he was on the show. And salute to him, but I'm being honest, right? What happened when you hit him? Lennox Lewis was a dog. Lennox Lewis was a dog. I seen him hurt and recover. I seen him lose and want nothing more but to get that win back. And I'll be damned, you didn't have to tell him get it back in blood because he was looking for it. He said, when I lost those fights, those mistakes were corrected before I left the ring. Lennox Lewis is a dog. So we're going to have this conversation in depth probably Sunday. Deontay Wilder is a dog. I can't say that about Boots. I can't say that. I don't know. I like seeing fighters get hurt so I could say, oh shit, what's he going to do? Do they get up and run around the ring? Oh, I'm sorry. Do they get up and box and get their legs back? That's what I saw Devin do. You know what happened? Jorge Linares, who's a puncher, Devin rolled in the wrong direction and Linares hit him clean and the bell sounded. Devin wobbled back to the ring. Back to his corner. Wobbled. And when he sat there, Bill was talking to him and Devin was looking just like this. And I said, shit. I want to see what the King's going to do right now. Bill was talking to him and Devin was like, gone. And I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Bill was talking and I'm watching Devin. I'm like, here we go. All right, young King, I want to see what you got. He was winning the whole fight. Right? And I think that happened at the end of round 10 or 9. It could be that. Right? Devin got out and I'm watching. I'm like, here we go. And he boxed and he clinched and he boxed and he clinched. And people got so mad that he was doing what he was trained to do because anyone, I know Jose knows this. Watch this. Jose, when you get hurt in a fight, what are you trained to do? That's like the first thing you learn. It's when you get hurt, what do you do? It's a part of the sport. Yeah, Shelton was at the end of the 10th. Yeah. You clinch. So Devin lost round 11. He lost it. He was getting his bearings back. So now Round 12, he got it back. It was back to business. Pop, 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 sidestep. Pop, pop, pop. Linares couldn't deal with him. Devin only lost. In the round that he got popped in, he won that round. He lost round 11 because he was getting his legs back. Round 12 was back to business. I said, I like this kid. This kid is a dog. I said it that night. But what did media do? Oh, the clinch, oh, clinch counter. As if we didn't live through the Johnny Ruiz era. Jab straight, clinch, jab straight, clinch. And I don't recall the ref ever warning Johnny about clinching. Vladimir Klitschko, jab straight, clinch, jab straight, clinch, jab straight, clinch, lean. And later in the fight when you're tired, he probably got you out of there. Only person he couldn't do that with, y'all remember Sultan Ibragimov, the Russian dude who was built like a cab driver? But he could fight though. Wonder what happened to him. I really did like Sultan Ibragimov. He was built like he had a dad body, but he was light on his feet. He had decent speed and good power, and Vitaly just didn't let him do anything. He hugged him to death. He damn near hugged him like he missed him. He was like, oh, I miss you. I love you. But he never hurt Ibragimov. It was the worst fight. It's probably on YouTube. It was the worst fight. Sultan Ibragimov, I need to do a video about him. He got an opportunity against Vladimir, but that was a prime Vladimir, and Vladimir just did enough to beat him. But I don't recall them inventing a goddamn clinch counter for Vladimir when he fought Sultan Ibragimov. It was annoying, because I said, this guy got the tools to beat him, but Vladimir didn't let him get that off. So, what can you do? It's boxing, right? So why is that boxing? But Devin in one round with Linares, y'all want to invent a clinch counter. You guys are ridiculous, man. But I think Sunday we're going to talk about what does dog mean in boxing. I don't know if Boots is a dog. I don't know. Conor Benn, is he a dog? He showed a lot of heart in that Eubanks fight. And so did Eubanks. But I think Boots is getting lined up, and I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm telling you, I want to know what Boots is gonna do after this win. Granted, if he wins, there's no shade to Lima, but we want to see Boots do certain things, right? What's next? I'm telling you right now, this fight. Let me tell you how uninterested I am in this fight. This is supposed to be at 47, right? Welterweight or 54? Is this at 54, right? This at 54? If Boots isn't fighting Bakram next, I don't care to see anything else. Boots needs to be in the ring with Bakram, Errol, or Mel Charlo next. You heard the names, right? Those names make sense. I'm telling you right now, if those names aren't mentioned and he starts talking about Conor Benn, because Conor Benn and Eubanks got a rematch coming up. If Ben wins in outstanding fashion, well, actually, it don't matter. Ben could lose. Eddie Hearn will put Boots in the ring with Conor Benn and paint this picture like, oh, he just lost to Chris Eubanks in a tough fight. If he fights Boots, his career may be over. He might paint that picture, but in reality, he's telling you that, but that fight will be in the UK. You gotta be careful, Boots. You gotta be real careful, brother. Win or lose, if he gets at Boots next, remember the names I mentioned. Errol, Bakram, or Mel Charlo. If he ends up in that ring with Conor Benn, you already know what time it is. Salute to my brother Freedom's March in that super chat. Much love, brother. You already know. And you're right, man. 154 is dangerous waters, man. So Boots has to perform, and again, no shade to Lima, no shade to him, no shade. But Boots is the name in this. So Boots has to win in outstanding fashion. He has to look good. And he has to be outstanding. Bakram, Mel Charlo, Errol, if Errol decides to come back. If he leapfrogs all of that, and Eddie Hearn starts talking about Conor Benn, the win. If Eddie Hearn starts talking about Conor Benn and not the winner of Conor Benn Eubanks, you already know what time it is, bro. They're lining them up. So once again, I'm pulling up at my gym, and the queen of BBL just walked in. Her body looks like a basketball on two school rulers. Her upper body looks like a pencil with two apples on each side. Her eyelashes are the size of rakes. And right now, she's going to get on the goddamn leg press for 45 minutes. And 40 minutes is going to be her TikTok. I don't know who she is. I don't speak to her. But things you see when you don't have a firearm. Blow! Oh! Goodness. So I just want to holler at y'all real quick. Share this video. Again, I'll be able to go live by Wednesday on my boxing channel. They got me in YouTube jail. Subscribe to my Patreon because I got a lot to say about the 24 karat broken wrist community. They legitimately got mad at me because I made Tank turn into a monkey. So now I just have to be more covert when I'm firing shots. Well, how's this dude speeding in a garage? These dudes be bored, man. Swear to God. Yeah, so I just have to be more covert on how I do things, and it's fine. But like I said, documentation beats conversation, and they stepped in it. So we are now on officially we're on the Tank retirement tour. Another one. This is disgusting. And we're gonna party now. See, I was gonna let the little monkey live for a little bit, but now I'm gonna clown him. The clowning I'm gonna do is gonna be, grade A, ridiculous. If you are a Tank fanatic, you may as well just go ahead and unfollow me, because I'm gonna drag this kid. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't want Jake Paul to win because I know what it means to the community. I know what it means to me as a supporter of the sport. And I know what it means to white supremacy, the optics of that man standing over a fighter that y'all put on the pedestal. That's all they need, because they live to cut you down. So I don't want Tank to lose because of that, but I'm telling you right now, if he does, I'm gonna be right here to say I told you so. Ken Corleone says, I care more about John Cena retirement. Yeah, man, he was more impactful in sports entertainment. Tank, I'm not entertained, but I don't want to make it about him. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on. Share this video, please. And yeah, pep talk sometime this weekend. And yeah, go subscribe to the Patreon. And pay attention to Boots. Pay attention. Hope the man wins. And if he does, pay attention, pay closer attention to what's next. Now, you're right, Stormy. You know what I found out the other day? Online, and they said it was common for male chimpanzees to bang each other. And suddenly, things start to make sense. Not at 86 in that super chat. He says, salute, Drew. Keep cooking, bro. Salute to the LDBC, man. Salute to you, good brother. Much love. This is great stuff. This is great stuff, man. Monkey facts. Oh, my God. I'm going to enjoy this. Shout out to YouTube. The live that y'all had a problem with on my boxing channel was up on Pep Talk. Y'all didn't touch it. And when I brought it to y'all dumbass attention, you know what happened? Tay, how you doing? You know what happened? Y'all put me on hold for 5 minutes, and I made it private. Members only. And then I moved it. It's not even on YouTube anymore. Go subscribe to my Patreon. So my Patreon now. So now you can't find it and you can't explain it. And it was up there, fully monetized. Y'all done messed up. Y'all messed up badly. So here's what I need from y'all today. Brothers, I need 30 push-ups. And don't get back, don't be upset if you can't do it off the floor. You do it off the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, I need 30 push-ups in any way you can do it. And I need 20 squats. And if your knee's bad, just do some leg raises. Because we moving over here, you dig? I need y'all to only consume 2,000 calories today. Double up on your green vegetables. Go for a walk. And say something nice to yourself in the mirror. Ladies, please do the same. Fellas, go bang your wife or your girlfriend or your side piece. Get some tail. Ladies, do the same. It's Saturday. And what time the fight start? I rock, my brother, salute. What time the fight start? Raymond, yeah, that's what's up. What time the fight start? Probably like 9. It's on DAZN? It's on D's Nuts? It's on DAZN? Oh, real quick, you know what I noticed on YouTube, Stormy? Check this out. When you do lives on, like, this way, they select a portion of a minute of your live stream for you to make it a short. The 2 shorts that I put up, I didn't do that. YouTube selected it, and what I did was I okayed it and I unlocked it, and I didn't make it private. I let it for everyone to see. I just want to see what they did. They take a highlight of your live and make it a short for you, a minute-long short. Can you believe that? Yo. So I got my gloves. brother Rod Nail in that super chat, he said, I just came back from a 5-mile walk. That's what's up. In the neighborhood this morning. That's what's up, man. I got to call you, Rod. I'll give you a shout, brother. You know, check up on the family. I got my elbow wrist right here, my wraps right here. That to avoid the tennis elbow. Let me tell you, you don't know pain until you got tennis elbow. That is like, because it don't make any damn sense. It's like, why is this hurting? Look at that. This is wild work. And this is at every gym. It's a plague. It's like the BBL's rule. Look, man, when I was coming up, around my way, there was 3 girls. They went through puberty a little fast. And by the time we were like freshmen in high school, I mean, these 3 girls, they had D cups and they had flat stomachs and they were built like little women. And we saw that. We was like, damn. And it got so bad that we saw older men trying to holler at them. And I must say, for the most part, when the dudes would walk up on them and they'd look like, oh, that's a kid. And they would like walk off like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And they see us standing there and we barely growing facial hair. We just looking like, what do these grown ass men want? Yo, excuse me. Oh, that's a kid. And they walk off for the most part. There are some dingy dudes who be like, yo, man, give me your number. You know, clown ass dudes, you know, pedos and shit, right? But growing up, maybe 3 chicks that got the natural build, right? Now, it's like every other chick is built like that, to the point where a chick has to announce, no, I have no BBL. This is just me. Man, listen. Now look, I'm not against cosmetic surgery. Not against it. Sometimes people need it. That's cool. But a lot of the chicks in my gym, they're just cheating. You got that done, you got some fat moved around, and you just in there thirst trapping on social media. I can't stand you. And go sit your ass down somewhere. Unique Dawn, salute. Why my queen ain't got no wrench? Hold on. Let's see if I could add moderator. There you go. Oh, she got a wrench on. Mother, she got a wrench on. You wrenched up now, Unique. Salute. And why? Wait a minute. I'm Chuck Raymond. Salute, Ray. Welcome to the Pep Talk. Bionic Prince, where the fuck is your wrench? What the hell? Yo, I just listened to that song for the first time last night. That What the Helly song? It's comedy. We are now in the era of CB4. Y'all remember CB4? Chris Rock? We're here. It's really like that. I listened to that song and I'm like, yeah, What the Helly is right. What's up with this song? It's fucking crazy. It's funny as hell. What the Helly? Dude said, what the Helly on? What the hell, cat? Green Lantern, what the hell, Jordan? Oh, man. Y'all kids, I don't know whether to call y'all creative or retarded. It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both, man. All right, man. I'm going to head up in this gym. I'm going to get this work on. Y'all make sure y'all tune into Stormy's post-fight. I'll be there. If something crazy happened, like Boots losing, because Boots losing will be crazy, I'm going to pop on live for about maybe 15 minutes. That's it, man. But so good luck to Boots. And after this, I need all of us to pay attention to what's going on. Because if Boots isn't fighting a major name, Bakram, Mel Charlo, or Errol, and he's fighting Conor, He's losing that fight. 7 p.m. start time, all right, bet. I gotta holler at you too, brother. Hell yeah. I might call you when I leave the gym. All right, y'all stay blessed. Bronx on deck.